Jan 2023. That was the attempt I gave.
Jan 23 attempt लिए.
Don't forget minority interest. If you forget, you have to GPay Karthik sir 500 rupees.
So far you haven't sent it to me yet. Can you imagine a CA student coming in TV ads?
I did my first ad as a model, actually.
Okay.
That's how they called me. It was for Shakti Masala, and Aditi Shankar was there, and Madampati Rangaraj sir. All my friends kept making fun of me, saying, நீலாம் சும்மா தான் CA படிக்கிற, anyways you're not going to clear only, எப்படி இருந்தாலும் direct entry தான் போட்டு you're going to continue. They always said that. It was not like a good thing to make fun of someone who is not doing well in life. For me, the problem is, once I see something new in paper other than what I've studied, I start to panic. Something is going on in my life, but that shouldn't affect my career and my attempt. No, I had it in my mind.
Hi guys, welcome to season 3 of the CA Classroom podcast. Every time we get students who inspire not just you guys, but also inspire me. So today we have Varsha. We have Varsha here mainly for 3 reasons. One, she has seen unsuccessful attempts and then seen success. I just don't want to bring people who are clearing in the first attempt and getting ranks. We want to see how they deal with unsuccessful attempts. But beyond that, she's also a dancer and she's come in TV ads, guys. So can you imagine a CA student coming in TV ads? So let's hear it all from Varsha. Hi, Varsha.
Hi, sir. How are you?
I'm good. Glad to have you here, Varsha.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank
So we're going to share to students your journey. So we'll just keep it very casual. So let's start off from how did you enter this CA course?
So when I was in 8th grade, my dad was telling my brother that he can do CA and it's a very prosperous course and all. And I also got inspired by that. And I was like 8th standard, I decided I'll also do CA only. And then directly after after 10th, for 11th and 12th, I took commerce group. And then I wanted to have fun in life. So I joined college.
Okay.
And then after joining college, I gave my first attempt for CA foundation also. And then in that I didn't clear because I was having too much fun in college. And then after that, I kept giving attempts, but I couldn't clear because I was focusing more on dance, college stuff, culturals and everything. My parents were like, we're going to stop you from dance classes. You have to clear in this attempt, then only we'll continue with dance அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டாங்க. That was my motivation. First time I was like, okay, இப்போ நான் clear பண்ணாதான் dance class போக முடியும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டாங்க. I sat and studied and then I cleared in my 4th attempt, my CA foundation. I got 207. Also, I had to clear in that attempt because they were bringing in new syllabus that changed pattern. They were changing subjects and all. I didn't want to take that risk. So, directா clear பண்ணிரணும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லி ஒரு வெறியோட படிச்சேன், கிளியர் பண்ணிட்டேன்.
Super. So that's how you entered CA. So we'll get to your foundation inter journey, but I want to talk about your college life because you spoke about college. So which college did you go to?
I studied in SCNB Vaishnav College, Krompet, the one in Krompet. It was okay. For me, it was very different because I was in a co-ed school and then it was like all girls college. It was very different. They had.
So now you said you had a lot of fun. Now you're saying it's okay.
Fun na, you get to participate in culturals and you get to win prizes, recognition. That kind of fun was definitely there. Yeah.
So I want to ask you a question from college because in 8th standard you decided to take up CA. That's a very early decision and that's the commitment you had. But I've seen a lot of students that after they go to college, because of all the fun that college brings in, they leave CA. So how did you, from being in college, decided to still continue in CA?
The thing is, I gave my word to my parents saying that நான் பண்ணா CA தான் கண்டிப்பா பண்ணுவேன். So even if I went to college, I'll never quit CA. I gave them that word and I had to keep it. So that's how I
got it. So when you were in your college is what you wrote your foundation exams?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Apada, you were saying you couldn't make it the first 3 times and you cleared in the 4th attempt.
4th attempt, yeah.
Okay. So let's not get into the attempt where you cleared. I want to touch upon the attempts that you couldn't clear. So the first 3 attempts. Okay. How were you emotionally at that point?
I was not able to focus more on foundation because I always had something other than studies in college and also in my from my dance class. I'm a classical dancer, so I was always caught up. Like once I fail also, I'll be like, okay, next vaati paathukalam. And the next day itself, I'll have some event in college or some other thing that always had me caught up, and I didn't have much time to think about it. All my friends kept making fun of me, saying, நீலாம் சும்மா தான் CA படிக்கிற, anyways you're not going to clear only, எப்படி இருந்தாலும் direct entry தான் போட்டு you're going to continue. They always said that. Like every time I told them, illa, I didn't clear this time, they had their ways of making fun of me. Some friends were of course really supportive, but the ones that made fun of me was like deeply rooted in my heart. So I was like, okay, நம்ம இந்த வாட்டி கண்டிப்பா clear பண்ணிரணும் அப்படின்ற மோட்டிவோட தான் every time I studied, but somewhere I was not focused. Honestly, I was not focused, and lots of distractions also. So I had to clear only I cleared.
So from what you've told, Varsha, is that you didn't have that much support from parents after initial attempts. Your friends also were making fun of you, and you were not focused also. So despite all this, how did you push yourself in that last attempt where you cleared? What was that one trigger factor?
It was dance class. Dance has always been with me. I started dancing since the age of 4. So it has always been with me, and it's where I find comfort and peace. So when my parents told me in the attempt, if you don't clear, இதுக்கு மேல dance class இல்ல அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு they enroll me into online classes. So I'll have college from morning 8 to 1, and then 2:30 I'll start my foundation classes online la till 8 o'clock it will go. So I was like fully caught up. They made sure I can't do anything other than studying. I was always like caught up, but I still wanted to do something for dance so that I don't completely lose it. I was doing really well in dance also, so I didn't want to lose that. And when my parents told me that, okay, in that time நம்ம clear பண்ணிரணும், we have to do it for dance அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு I did.
Superb. So you didn't want to miss out on your passion, and on the fire you cleared CA foundation. So let's talk about passion, but before that, is there some message you want to give to CA foundation students who are struggling to get through foundation? Because today ICA has made the pass percentage in foundation very low, and the entry has become tough. So any message to your juniors who are struggling in foundation?
It's always very difficult for you to clear also, and if you actually work hard, focus, and keep yourself fully into your studies, you can actually clear. And I know it's difficult because I've also been there. I've also taken attempts, but once you clear, you're going to have like a very bright future. Of course, people will tell you clear panta, you'll have inter, final, you'll always be busy, but once you clear foundation, you'll feel free, relieved, happy. Trust me, it's going to be the best day in your life once you clear foundation.
So the attempt you cleared is when you gave your best efforts.
Yeah. Actually, I gave my best efforts for my first attempt because I started preparing for CA foundation when I was in my 11th grade itself.
Okay.
So 11th learnde I started preparing. My parents made sure I studied, but first attempt la I couldn't clear, and then second attempt I did my arangetram. Third attempt padikla, of course.
Okay.
Fourth vandu I actually missed one attempt. I forgot to apply.
Okay.
That's where my parents got really mad at me. They said no class and all, everything happened. So, and never forget registration dates, application dates is very important.
Let's talk about your arangetram and dance. So a lot of people love to follow their passion, but somewhere in the course they leave it. Like for me also, I'm so much into sports, cricket, badminton, but until I finished CA, I stayed away from all of that. So let us talk about dance.
As I already said, I started dancing at the age of 4. My parents I didn't have much knowledge and all. They just enrolled me into classes, and I was having fun. And I had to take a break when I was in my 5th grade due to health issues. And then I continued again in 8th grade. Apro I kept going, and then when I was in my 10th grade, they decided I can do arangetram, but 11th 12th is very important சொல்லிட்டு வீட்டில் they said when you do college we will do arangetram அப்படி சொல்லிட்டு they said. And then I started practicing during lockdown. Onlineல we will sit and practice. அப்போ practice பண்ணிட்டு I did my arangetram. It actually went really well.
Bharatanatyam dancers pursue CA?
Not all, because my guru Sai Kripa Prasanna, she always says once you're good at studies and also good at dance, it's important you focus more on studies, because currently dancers aren't getting a lot of opportunities. It's like I have to pay so that I can dance.
Okay.
So that's been like a very tough situation for most dancers currently. So my mom always said it's better you study and then you can always have it as your passion, or once you have like a stable career, a profession, you can always come back to dance, so that even if you don't get opportunities, you can go back to your career.
Okay, let me ask a follow-up question on that. I mean, you can be honest about it. Currently in India, in South India, our most classical dance is Bharatanatyam. So is there a full-time profession in that? Like if someone gets full-time to Bharatanatyam, do they have a career?
Yes, of course. If you go into a reputed institution after completing your 12th grade, and you have to fully focus on dance and make sure you meet a lot of people who are into dance and who have been dancing for a long time. Make sure you socialize as much as possible, get yourself opportunities. It's a long process. It's and also a very difficult process also, because currently most dancers, as I told, aren't getting much opportunity.
Okay.
So once, even I had plans of joining Kalakshetra after my 12th grade, but I decided, okay, let me do something that I already had decided. Now it's not the time to shift careers fully. It's been difficult for most of the dancers out there, but once you're focused and dedicated, you'll always get much opportunities in dance field.
Super. So now we'll come back to Bharatanatyam. I want to talk more about it, but we'll again get back to CA. We'll keep switching.
Okay.
So you finished your CA foundation in which year and month?
Jan 2023. That was the attempt I gave.
Jan 23 attempt liye.
You?
December
23. Sorry.
Correct.
Jan 24 I got the...
Yeah, correct. Jan attempt இப்போ தான் வந்திருக்கு. ஆமா பரவாயில்ல. So December 23 you cleared your foundation, and was college still going on then?
Yeah, I was still... That's why I didn't join inter classes immediately, because I had my final year project works and all going on, so I couldn't...
So after your college, which was your eligible inter attempt?
Jan 2025.
Was the first one eligible to write?
I was eligible.
So there was a 1 year break after your foundation to inter because of college. Okay. So usually people after the foundation results, they'll be very pumped up to go for inter, but you had a break because of college. Did you lose the energy because of that, or were you still pumped up for inter?
I was actually still pumped up for inter. The reason why I took that break was because I wanted to go back to dance class.
Okay.
So I took a long break from dance. I had to go back and give my best, because I know once I start classes, I'll get to go to dance class only when I have an actual holiday.
Okay.
And like after every exam only, I'll have like 10 days to go to dance class. I was like, it's okay if I take a break also. I went.
I like that tag. We have a bookmark on that. It's okay to take a break and focus on what you love.
What you love.
So that's what you did. So you, like everybody says foundation mudcha immediately run to inter, but you took a break to take care of yourself and follow what you love.
Yeah, because when I was in college, there were people who had actually completed inter also.
Okay.
And I actually felt left out from that group, because during exams and all, our college exams, there'll be CA exams and they'll get to cut college exams.
Okay.
So
how did you deal with that comparison? Because today in India, or let's forget India, in our CA community, everybody keeps comparing. So you said you had seniors who finished CA.
Finished. No, not seniors, my classmates.
Oh, your classmates who finished inter or CA.
Inter.
So how did you deal with it in your head?
They always come and talk to me saying it's okay, in that attempt pona and next attempt. They were actually very supportive. அவங்க முடிச்சிட்டாங்க of course, and also they knew how it was not like a good thing to make fun of someone who is not doing well in life.
Okay.
And also that they've also gone through failures in their previous attempts. It's not like they cleared inter in their first attempt also. So they knew how to deal with me at that point, because it was not easy to talk to someone when you have cleared and the other person has not, and you're like a step above in terms of career.
Correct.
So they were very comfortable.
So what helped was they were very supportive, and that helped you manage your thoughts. Okay, that's awesome. So now let's get to your inter. So Jan 25 you planned one group or both groups?
Jan 25 I planned to write both groups, but after September exams, I decided I'll go for one group, because I was not ready.
It's okay to take a decision to write one group. Yeah.
And then I was like, my thought was, rendu group eludi failing both groups is better than writing one group and passing one.
Super.
So that was the motive, and I wrote my Jan attempt, but I didn't clear because of tax.
Okay.
Accounts and law I cleared, of course.
So I think I met you in Jan 25 in A&M classes offline, correct? That's the first batch I saw you. And I took 2 batches for September and Jan, and you attended in both the batches for accounts and law.
Yeah.
Superb. Okay. So what was your score in Jan 25, if you mind sharing, if you remember?
Accounts 46, law வந்து 44, tax I got 34.
Okay, I think Jan was a tough paper for tax.
No, Jan was actually easy.
You were not.
I knew everything, but I didn't know how to put it in the paper. So that was my
So you got close. I think 130 is what you got.
124.
124. So, I mean, I want to talk about this more if you're comfortable.
Yeah.
So Jan 25 was an unsuccessful attempt. I think after you gave almost 6 to 9 months of preparation.
Yeah, almost 10 months. I joined classes in June. June 3 was the first day of my class at A&M. And Jan 2025 was my first attempt. So
okay, so almost 9 months of preparation and you couldn't make it in Jan. So how did you deal with that phase?
I was actually very sure I'll clear in Jan. For some reason I was confident. Okay, we've given our best, we studied really well. Actually till before September attempt I was konjam playful here and there and all, but after September I saw a lot of people not passing. So when I saw that, in next attempt we shouldn't be like this, was my only motive, because I saw some people actually crying in front of me. I didn't want to be there. And again, unsuccessful na, it's not going to be good na solite. I did, but Jan I didn't clear. I was very confident, like okay, என்னமோ பண்ணி ஐசிஐ நம்மள பாஸ் பண்ணிடுவாங்க அப்படின்னு நான் நினைச்சேன், but I didn't clear, and it was very difficult for me to accept it first. When I saw my results, I was like, அது எப்படி நான் ஃபெயில் ஆக முடியும், நான் நல்லா படிச்சேன். That was the first thing, and then it took me a week or more to accept it, and then came மேல இப்போ what should I do? Should I write both groups or should I write only one group? அப்படி சொல்லிட்டு, and then I decided I sit at home and study. I'll study for 10 hours a day. I'll have like a plan. So yeah.
So how long did it take for you to bounce back from that result heartbreak?
It was actually like almost a month. I started studying a week after, like 2 to 3 days after my results itself. I made a plan. In the naal complete panano, idu panano, this is the target for the day. I'll have it written at the back of my notebook and all. Idu panano. Only if I do that I can see phone and the marila I'll do. But it was actually very difficult. As I told, I was not able to accept it. Fail ஆயிட்டோமே, நம்ம என்ன தப்பு பண்ணோம், where did we go wrong was the only thing that was constantly running in my mind for almost like till end of February. So it's like okay, so I mean it took you a month to bounce back, but and now in May 25 I know you cleared your CA Inter Group 1. So can you tell me, from your Jan 25 result where you're not feeling that great, took a month to bounce back, and what did you do to get through May exams? I think everybody wants to hear that. So first I decided to stay more focused. Focus is very important, and I got my RTI. I saw where I went wrong. I made sure I shouldn't do that mistake again, and I started working. For me, the problem is once I see something new in paper other than what I've studied, I start to panic. So that shouldn't be your thing. So I started I made sure that I was prepared for the worst case scenario. Evlo kevalama paper vandalum we should do something. We shouldn't get scared first, was my first motive. So I started solving lots of sums and going through, like I almost solved past 10 years RTP, MTP and question papers and all. I was like, okay, in the attempt should be the next best attempt and I should clear in this attempt. அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு I made up my mind.
So it was predominantly a self study in those 2
months. Yeah.
Okay, you didn't take up any classes, tests, nothing.
I joined Rahul sir's wow crash batch for DT
mattum.
DT mattum, and I took a test series also because I wanted to keep tab on what I'm doing every week. So every Sunday I had
Was it helpful both?
Yes, actually it was very helpful because they'll correct your paper and give it to you. You can see where you've gone wrong. So once you know, like someone marks something in red in your paper and gives it back to you, the next time you solve a similar sum, the first thing that will come to your mind is that red color.
Not to repeat that mistake.
Like the one in consolidation where we'll find the minority interest. You have to mark in red. Don't forget minority interest. If you forget, you have to pay Karthik sir 500 rupees.
So far you haven't sent it to me yet. I mean, no one has sent it. I'm just joking. Superb. So Rahul, if you're watching, another student who was cleared because of your DT class. So, I mean, since you spoke about consolidation, Varsha, a little bit of touch upon that. I know I took classes for you in Jan 25, but unfortunately you couldn't make it. But May is when you cleared with self-study. So, one by one, how were the accounts classes of mine helpful to you? Like, which was your favorite topic?
Of course, consolidation. The first thing I saw in my May 2025 paper, 14 marks consolidation. Yes, vandiruchu consolidation. Because I saw your expected questions also. You also said consolidation, like that, study, it will come. Okay, it came. I was very happy. And also, law also was actually very helpful. Because for me, என்ன சொன்னாங்கன்னா கன்சாலிடேஷன் 14 மார்க்ஸ் கண்டிப்பா you'll get so keep preparing and of course the first day of class you took for me you started with schedule 3 only the format you started so I was like format வந்த உடனே format கான்செப்ட்லாம் இல்லையா அப்படிதான் I thought and then you made us memorize the format and then you explained everything. I was like, okay, schedule 3 also 14 marks we got for May 25 exams. So I was like, yeah, kanna rendu laddu thin aasaya.
Super. Okay, எல்லாத்துக்குமே வந்துரும் பட் நம்ம படிக்க மாட்டோம். So we'll move to law. நம்ம கிளாஸ்ல வந்து Genz notes வைப்போம். நீங்க எழுதுனீங்களா?
I wrote.
Oh, you wrote.
You saw my Genz notes and you were like, உனக்கு புரியுதா? You asked me. I was like, yeah, எனக்கு புரியுது.
Super. So, was Genz notes helpful for you before law exam?
So first வந்து I had 2 notes. One வந்து running notes I took during classes, which is like very colorful, and Genz notes with like very like short notes and all. Before the day of exams, the main, the most important thing is your Companies Act. That is only very vast. So you have majority of the thing is Companies Act only. அப்போ வந்து I took like morning I woke up on the day of my exam I woke up and then you weren't well on that day.
Yeah. I was in the hospital.
I woke up, I saw your status. The first thing I saw was your status.
Yeah, I told Niveda don't put the status, they have exam, but she was like, where will we get blood? So
so I was like, I started getting actually worried and then I started contacting my other friends. Is Karthik sir fine? Because of course I can't directly reach you. I was like, okay, Karthik sir is not well. This attempt will clear Karthik sir. Will get. And then I started with Genz notes. 2 hours I sat, Genz notes full I studied and then I was like, okay, prepared. அங்க போய் law பார்த்தோன்னே I actually got scared.
Okay.
கொஞ்சம் I got scared because questions were huge.
Okay.
Huge and I was like, sorry, okay, whatever it is, we know section numbers. We'll write at least section numbers. Something we have to write. So
how much you got in law?
49.
Oh, pass panding.
Yeah, I passed.
Oh, superb. You cleared your inter. What is the score this time?
150.
150.
150.
Oh, I didn't know this. Exactly 150.
150.
So that sometimes they say the universe talks for our efforts. So 1 mark here would have been a disaster. So 150 is basically luck. Do you believe in it? Luck, I mean, it's 1% luck and 99% hard work.
So I thought either I'll get exemption in accounts. I thought I'll get exemption in accounts and fail the other papers. Or motta group mein poirom was the only thing. I never thought I'll pass this group. Adu naan neniche paakren.
So can we recreate the scene on the day of results of this time where you put the roll number and you saw 150?
Usually I don't see my results.
Okay.
My brother who always sees it for me.
Okay. So can you just tell how was that result day?
So result day I woke up, they said 2 o'clock only results will come. I had plans of going to temple. I went to my grandparents' house. All relatives were there. And my friend called and he said result வந்துருச்சு பாரு அப்படின்னு. I was like, நான் இப்போ பார்க்க மாட்டேன், எல்லா சொந்தக்காரங்களும் இருக்காங்க, கண்டிப்பா நான் பார்க்கவே மாட்டேன் was the first thing that I said. And then I immediately called my brother. I was like, bro, result வந்துருச்சு, go check அப்படின்னு. And then I went to the nearby temple. I was in the temple praying, கடவுளே please do something for me.
In the temple?
It's like a very tiny temple next to my house. So I was like, கடவுளே please do something for me அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு I was literally praying and then my brother called. He called and I was like, bro, நீ clear பண்ணிட்ட bro, exact 150 எடுத்துட்ட bro. I was like, bro, தயவு செஞ்சு prank பண்ணாத bro, நான் சத்தியமா அந்த மூட்ல இல்ல, எனக்கே ஆல்ரெடி ஒரு மாதிரி இருக்கு அப்படின்னு. This is what I said. And then with me my atta and my pednana were there. So they were like, they saw something is going on, this girl is doing something, கோயிலுக்கு வந்திருக்கா, phone எடுத்து பேசுறா, something is wrong was the first thing they said. And then I was like, வெளியில வந்துட்டு he was like, exactly 150 bro. ஆனா எந்த சப்ஜெக்ட்லயும் லைக் பார்டர்ல you didn't pass, எல்லாமே 45 above, but exemptionலாம் எதுவும் வரல, but you still passed. That's what he said. So I was like okay, and then I started tearing up. I'm very emotional person, so கண்ணுல இருந்து ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்கா தண்ணி வந்துருச்சு. கோயில்ல இருக்கிறவங்களாம் என்ன இந்த பொண்ணு அழுதுட்டு இருக்கு, சம்திங் பேட் only happened அப்படின்னு நினைச்சிட்டாங்க. And then I told my aunt I cleared. She was like very happy, and then
Superb. Congratulations.
thank you.
Your results, your brother saw. I mean, how supportive has been your brother in your journey?
He's also a CA aspirant only.
Superb. You told me.
Yeah. So he cleared his inter in his 7th attempt.
Okay.
So he was very supportive. He first thing when I told him I'm going to do CA, when he said, "Vanam bro, nee CA pannada. You're someone who wants to have fun in life. CA pannada, because if you go into it, டான்ஸ் கரியர் as passion கூட உன்னால pursue பண்ண முடியாது is what the first thing he told me, but he was sure I'll somehow pass. So he was like சின்ன வயசுல இருந்தே it's been very competitive between me and my brother. Like 10th life he took this mark, நான் அவனை விட அதிகமா மார்க், 12th அவனை விட அதிகமா மார்க். That's how it's been. So foundation he cleared CPT in his first attempt with distinction and all.
Okay.
So I was like okay, நம்மளும் first attempt la clear பண்ணினோம். When I didn't clear, he was like he was writing his inter. So he was like, it's okay bro, even if it takes attempts, at the end of the day, one fine day when you clear, you will be actually very happy and relieved. So on the ஒரு moment காக you can actually work for it. அப்படின்னு when he said, I was like okay. And foundation எப்போ exam apply பண்றது, register பண்றது, he'll always do in his laptop. We have like a process. Exam application he has to do in his laptop. He has to be at home. I shouldn't be at my house. அப்பதான் நான் பாஸ் பண்ணுவேன்.
Okay. And
that it's very
superstition. Yes.
I know.
Yeah.
More than that is actually kind of stupid, but it has actually
it's a
worked
belief
for me.
that works.
Yeah, foundation also I cleared like that. Jan attempt, I was at my home, he wasn't there. So that's why, I mean, that's not the reason why I failed and all, but yeah. So when I cleared, he was actually very happy for me, because he was scared that I'll also get stuck in a loop like him. இப்போ ஃபெயில் ஆனா if I'm unsuccessful, next வந்து எந்த attempt எழுதுறதுன்ற ஒரு கன்ஃபியூஷன் or எந்த குரூப் எழுதுறதுன்னு ஒரு கிளாரிட்டி இல்லாம போயிடும்னு he got scared. But when I cleared, he was like super happy for me. Yeah.
So now he's in CA final?
Yeah, May 2026 is his attempt.
Awesome. So wishing him all the best. Yeah. Okay, so we've spoken enough about CA. We've spoken about how you bounced back from unsuccessful and how you dealt with unsuccessful attempts. I want to get back to your passion towards the end of this. So you're also a Bharatanatyam dancer. And now, I think recently I saw someone's story where you came in the theater.
Yeah.
So can you talk about that?
So I did my first ad as a model, actually.
Okay.
That's how they called me. I mean, not me. Anga ponappa like, you're a model. I was like, thank you, I'm a model. That was my first ad, and that ad shoot was exactly a week before my exams.
May 25 exams.
May 25 exams.
And you still did it.
I still did it because I didn't want to lose out on the opportunity, because it was not something I went towards to. It came to me.
Okay.
So I was like, Varada Yam Vidano was my only thing. And appo when I got it, I told my mom. She was like, yeah, we can do it, because it was only a one-day shoot. April 26th. May 3rd was the exam.
Just a week before.
Yeah,
exam.
exactly.
You went for a
Saturday. Yeah, I went for a shoot. And then my friends also were telling me, we are very happy that you got this opportunity, but it shouldn't affect your exams, because 1 week munadi I knew 26th was going to be my shoot, and then I was all excited and all. But that itself was like a motivation for me, because if I don't clear in this attempt, of course they'll say
நீ அது போனால தான் உனக்கு
போனதால் திருப்பி இன்னொரு வாட்டிலாம் போக விட மாட்டாங்க, of course. So I was very sure, okay, எப்படியாவது at least for this to continue that journey, at least I should clear அப்படி சொல்லிட்டு I went.
Which ad was this? Who are all there in it?
It was for Shakti Masala, and Aditi Shankar was there, and Madam Patti Rangaraj.
So are you doing any more ads, or this it's just a one-time thing?
It's not a one-time thing. I actually thought it's going to be a one-time thing only, but I got more opportunities. It's yet to come, and once it comes, you'll also get to see.
Yeah, we'll keep it as a surprise, and we're all looking forward. Yeah.
Yeah.
Superb. So what are your future plans, Varsha? Like, let's say 5 years from now, where do you see yourself? In the cine field or in CA or both?
For now, I want to clear only G2. That's
Okay.
my only aim, because when I told people I cleared G1, the next thing was like, congratulations, அப்படியே G2 முடிச்சிரு.
Okay.
Because they didn't want me to like get excited about it, and then in our attempt and all, they didn't wanted me to take that risk. So for now, I want to complete my CA. Of course, I know once I start with articles, I'll have like little more time to focus on something else other than just studying for final or articles. So hope everything goes well.
Yeah, wishing you the best, and I'm sure you'll
Thank you.
get through group 2 this time.
Yeah.
So before we conclude, I just want you to send one last message to students out there. So you're someone, along with CA, you're easily pursuing your passion. You're a classical dancer, and 1 week before exams, you went for an ad shoot and you cleared your exams.
And also, it's just kind of sad, but 3 weeks before my exam, my dad's mom passed away.
Okay, I'm sorry
So-
about that.
So I was like 1 week completely, more than like feeling sad about my grandma passing away, I had to focus more on studying, because even there I got stuck there for a week at my grandma's place for almost a week. I didn't have any material with me because it was unexpected. It happened all of a sudden. I just went to visit her, and then
This was in April.
April 6th.
Okay, I think grief is one of the hardest emotions to
Yeah.
deal with.
Yeah, and then I had my attempt also coming up, and I didn't know how to deal with it, because I actually wanted to study more than not like worrying about my grandma passing away. I always had this like, ayyo nama padikliye. In the attempt, this shouldn't be a reason why I am not going to give this attempt. There were people who are like, அவ்வளோதான் இந்த அட்டெம்ப்ட் உனக்கு போயிருச்சு, நீ இதுக்கு மேலே படிக்க மாட்ட, 1 week போயிருச்சு, இதுக்கு மேலே யூ ஹாவ் ஒன்லி 2 weeks left, நீ என்ன படிக்க போற? People have asked me that, and I was like, I can actually do it. Of course, something is going on in my life, but that shouldn't affect my career and my attempt. No, I had it in my mind, and
So end of the day, it's not what people tell us, it's about what we feel about ourselves.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a classic example. Yes, Varsha. So, I mean, through all of this, you made it. So, congratulations.
thank you.
So, I want you to...
Thanks to you only. You've been like a very big part. If not for you, law and all, karla.
Section number 6. Well, I'm joking, but yeah, congratulations. So, I want you to share a message to our students. How do you balance your CA with passion and you're successful in both? I'm sure there have been days where you felt like giving up one. So anything from your side for students who want to pursue their passion?
Even though you're doing CA, make sure you have something other than CA that you're doing, because this course is actually very stressful, and of course there are people who are dealing with it very easily and very calmly and all, but there are people like me who get very tensed, and you will always have the fear of missing out. And especially when you have a passion, like some people have dance, some people have sports and all, so of course your friends will like be like, vaanga poi veladalam, or like, why are not coming to dance class, we actually miss you, appalam they'll say. Of course we are also going to miss them at the end of the day, but somewhere make sure that you have a balance, because it's very important, and it's also very important because you have to feel good. நம்ம வந்து சிஏக்காக டான்ஸை விட்டுட்டோமே, or நம்மளோட பேஷனை விட்டுட்டோமே அப்படின்னு ஒரு regret you shouldn't have in your life. That is very important.
And that's a very strong message. So to everyone out there having your passion, stay in touch with it, because that's something that's your go-to when you're not feeling good about life. Yeah. So thank you, Varsha. It was a pleasure having you.
Thank you.